It's like, oh, really? You really want to pick in that Aatrox?
Because the thing is, the comp actually fits a Fiora really well. And it would have been similar for Renekton, but the reason I say that is, what does this comp do? Well, Corki and Varus show up with their items, and you're like, Okins, and we can be pretty high level about how even the jungle pathing is set up and where it needs to be protected to get going. Because the moment Fiora gets going, the going gets real tough for Jin Air Greenwings.
And it wouldn't be the first time we'll have a bit of fun here in the early levels up against Khan's melee Fiora.
There would have been a time where you could have delayed this, for example, sent Aatrox top lane in the early game and then said, all right, now Azir can try to make this work. But I would say that now power level of the Aatrox changed, and it's very, very difficult from early. Clid's already topside.
Ooh, they wanted that Q out. He's trying to burst down Khan, but that is not going to happen as easy as you would like.
Horribly taken down by trades. Here we go, we're having the happy fun times, and you know what?
Somebody start the music.
But who does this benefit? Sees my fine Faker.
Okay, Faker, awkward spot here. See what he does. Doesn't look like he has Valkyrie. Flashes away and sees is going to be...
One thing we can say about him, the Kai'Sa jungle we talked about, the Karthus jungle where he plays it very aggressively, not power farming like most people would recommend. This is his play style, and I'm impressed that Seas was able to find something, given that so far he's kind of been forced to respond to lanes rather than do his own thing.
Looks like they want to set up a dive here as well. Khan is level 6. We'll see how this does go down as Linderong is thinking about rotating. Okay, hesitated there for a bit, but is going to follow up. Okay, sees.
Watch for the W timing from Khan. When will the riposte come out?
Yeah, gotta wait for that. They want to do a bit of damage first. There's the riposte to get away from that Aatrox, but he is going to be able to tank it up, Grace, and make sure that can start that and get a big objective.
No lethality from Teddy this game. Gonna be very standard on-hit build. Upside, Clid. For Seas.
Okay, trying to get on top of this guy as the stun is going to come in and double ultimate coming through from the Sejuani. Is the damage there, though, as Clid is going to flash forward, but the Aatrox is going to shut him down! And now the Aatrox is a monster. They just have to deal with him, but Seas is coming back, and this is a disaster for SKT, as Jin Air are going to pick up 2. They're looking for one more.
Because they're in position, it shows.
We talked about trying to play make, and here we go again, but the rest of Jin Air showing up. Faker able to shoot a bunch of damage in their face once again. Effort trying to come in here, but the Devour is on point. Seas is going to be able to get away once again. They still have not been able to kill the Silence.
No, because Jin Air have been pretty good about responding and reading the map state pretty well. And
they've in this game is that Jin Air have won a bunch of these fights early, and now they're really focusing on taking the Rift Herald away. It looks like, anyway, Teddy and Effort are going to be able to just push into the bottom side with the Varus and take it down.
It's the first kind of decision I don't necessarily agree with, because actually, Jin Air's comp can't just stick around against Fiora. The Hydra is done, so some of the chip damage is less meaningful onto that Fiora, and here is Fiora.
Khan really doesn't seem to care, is able to riposte the sweep away as now Root is going to flash, but it looks like he's still going to be dead as the follow-up and the fade away from Teddy to lock him down will net them.
The Baron.
Yeah, they've done enough poking, and they know that they've pushed these players out, but Linderong does have his teleport. Let's take a look. Okay, nice block there from Effort as Khan is able to get that ultimate out of Grace very early. It's down to the wire, and it will go SKT's way. Khan in a bit of trouble is going to be the first sacrifice, though, and Teddy is going to follow suit as Linderong won't be able to catch the 3-man.
Threatening them in 3 lanes just yet. The SKT have multiple ways they can play out this game. I may actually get this Baron power play higher as Effort. He's just dead.
What?
Well, see, he went alone and died. That's what the plan. That was, we're not going to deal with these crappy lanes, we're going to make it about us, and they achieved it, Valdez. They were playing really well in the first 15 minutes or so. As okay, re-engage.
Wow, okay.
That's not going to work.
For your guys' information, that was not a blitzcrank.
No, that was Grace going for a big play, but he was halted. They cut him off halfway through. So rude. Yep. Don't get a full conversation out of them, and they're going to try and sprint the pace again.
Clid's just going to say no, and now Faker says, yes, I want to do the damage on Disease is going to force him away. And now it's going 1v1 onto Root as Kellen's like, wait, how'd you die so fast?
It's cute.
Yeah, he's going to get that Devour on.
Future one is going to get pretty aggressive.
All right.
Now we're pressuring both sides of the map. What can Jin Air do?
Coming on in now as 3, as Azir is very far behind. Nobody can C's do it. The answer is going to be no as Sejuani gets it. Stopwatch is on point from C's, but he's immediately going to go down as Faker is going to be swept up there by the Azir, but he just disappears immediately as Teddy is shredding them all in the back line. Khan says hello, and that's going to be 4-0 now as SKT going to be looking to push to win the game.
You knew the 4-1 would come eventually. They delayed Fiora versus Aatrox, but still inevitability when SKT's in the game. Faker wants Kellen. It's going to be a team wipe, and SK Telecom T1. It took a lot of hard work. Credit for effort in the early game to Jin Air, but now SKT can close out game 1.
They're able to all get on in there. Klid is going to be a little bit late for the picture, but he did a lot in the picture of this game as down at
Fiora, Tana potentials. Hey!
Hey, okay.
It's time for the LCK debut of the Mordekaiser. What are the amenities? Other than death, I don't know what it provides.
Q used here and the flash on in. He wants the knock-up, and he should get it. Grace gonna just dunk it in, the one auto attack.
I remember the first time they showed off the damage text numbers that came in. Are we looking at Pro View? No, this is the Shadow Realm. We're in the Shadow Realm.
We're in it here.
We got technology. We even got to see the...
Khan is very careful about that.
We got to see the desktop. That was sick.
Oh, he's got some speed now, and he's looking for the dunk. There's the shield, but it's not on good timing as Khan is going to flash on. Really asking for it there, you can tell. But now the Aatrox has a Hex Drinker and is going to make that lane a living hell, as at least Jin Air a strong statement and say, okay, you guys can get that win, but at least we will get the Rift Herald. The rest of his team is doing well, so hopefully he can do the lose lane into win games.
And time in professional League of Legends is very relevant, Valdez. It means that they're not going to be heavily trading down on turrets, even if they have less members hitting that turret. So
we try to take out a tier 1 in the mid lane and even get a bunch more damage and some gold onto Root, as they're really sticking around. They want to get this turret. Tom Kent able to tank it all up as Tana.
He had places to be, Valdez.
Best build 2019. The never die, never get dove strategy from Tom. He's hitting like a truck. And we talked about the mid game, but all of that focus.
The Drake, they're recalling. These are the sort of spots where Jin Air frequently trips up, but no one.
And they are going to see it now with that True Shot barrage. Here comes the Jin Air team.
Zinta's not going to get there. SKT's going to get Baron.
Oh, he's too slow. Tana trying to get on in there and seal it away, but it goes over to the Lux with that unsealed Spellbook Smite. Tana desperately trying to get someone to fight him, as Lux is going to be the only one to go down for now on the side of SKT. Khan doing a fantastic job just distracting and tanking up. Let's see what Root can do. He's going to get flashed on and swept into the garbage as Baker is going to put him in his place.
Finally points out the smite. Tana thinks, all right, maybe we can steal this one. I'm going to get in there and ult away Klid. But Lux had this one prepared earlier. It's like that cooking video where you get to have that time jump. They'd already prepared the food earlier. In this case, the Lux gets the steal, or the secure, as we should say. And even with the flashover, Jin Air being about 20 seconds behind the play, might let SKT pick it up.
Baker's Azir mechanics not going anywhere.
See how Jin Air approach this one. SKT trying to play multiple lanes. And right now, that harassment's doing a number.
Ooh, okay. Teddy just going to come in here from the jungle. They get the flash away from Grace, the real one. And that's a nice, just small move you can do. Use a couple of ultimates for a summoner, especially the flash. Is always going to be worth it.
Getting the most out of this Baron is pretty big. SKT desperately want to break the base, because then you can't play cute side lane plays as easily after an inhibitor is down. Seems like no ults are used. Tana still has the Death Realm.
Yeah, trying to bait Khan into this one. He gets the knock-up and the dodge on the lick, but the knock-up here from Malrong and the pull-in might just be enough. This is 4 members.
Your base.
All on top of Khan, and he's nearly even able to get a kill as the entire base. As you mentioned, it has belonged to us. It has belonged to SKT.
Oh, their base belong to SKT. They are the ace of base. Insert other base reference.
As he has done, by far, on his team, the most damage here.
Pretty much been on that front top side.
Boy. How did Malrang get in the back there?
Swept in by Faker.
Now, Faker just doing it again. He's bullying Malrang tonight. That has been the main guy, as Stopwatch is going to keep Khan safe as they lose a Nexus turret.
It might be with this match.
Yes, that is correct.
I believe if they lose here, they're basically mathematically
spot here, but he is going to be Mikhail's up, a very common item nowadays on the supports, as SKT just want to force the fight, but Clid is going to go into that stopwatch to make sure that he can actually go down, as Jinner is turning this around. Now they get Clid back, and they're absolutely going to be looking for another pick here, as Kellen will be forced to use that one very early, as Teddy and Khan in the back line. Sounds like a huge nightmare for the side of Jinner. It doesn't look like they'll be able to get out of this one this time. Triple kill now for Teddy, as SKT have found the opening they were looking for.
They back up that play you want to forget with one to remember. Great flank timing for Khan. They're going to go for further kills. They just want to put this Mordekaiser in the ground.
Now we got to get that KDA. We got to stack it up. How about
Run,
an extra
Faker.
guy?
Faker, no!
Oh boy.
Got him.
He's going to kill him there in the Shadow Realm. Tana thought maybe, just maybe, he could pick up a kill, but that was not going to happen. Faker stays alive, and SKT will stay alive with their 2-0.